Alright, what is up guys? Welcome back to another episode of our career mode today. I know what you're thinking. Why are we back at 0 games played in League 1? Well, we had a issue, let's call it. I accidentally saved over the save file on my other account. Yeah, something I've never done before. I went through the entirety of FIFA 17, never saving over a save file or kind of never done it before. So I thought I wasn't going to do it this year. So basically, guys, I went ahead and I went onto my other Xbox account that I had. I decided, you know, if I'm saving over it on there, then the best thing to do is to just have one series on one account and the next series on another account. So I switched to a different Xbox account and I remade the series, remade the career mode, and sim my way through Season 1, which I will show you in a moment. I've got some footage clips that are kind of, I guess, important moving forward. The only issue we've got, guys, is I made the team. I made it as close as possible as I could have done to the other squad that we had. With crew, of course, in last episode. The only issue is we've lost, of course, the players that came through our youth academy. The likes of Turner, the likes of Mitchell, people like that. But we have got players in, and we have got players who have come through the club's youth academy and are here now, of course. So what I'll do is I'll take you through those players and we'll check out, of course, all the good stuff. But first, I'm going to show you what happened when I simmed through Season 1, the players we picked up through the academy, and stuff like that, and any important bits. So I'll be right back, guys, as that is unfortunately post-com, as I was simming it late at night, so I couldn't actually do it as live com. So I'll be right back. Alright, so to explain how I managed to get the side back and how I managed to get us back into League 1 with the same team, I went into the custom side of the game, which of course you can do, and I basically put all the players that we had in that second season into the team in the first season. So you can kind of say it was cheating, I guess, but it's not really. When you think about it, I did play through the entire season, so it's only right that I get back there, and I didn't feel that the Crew Alexandra side at the time was good enough for me to sim every game to get back there as fast as possible. So I threw in the players that we had in that second season after signing them on pre-contracts in the first season, basically, so it would be exactly the same team. So in many ways, it kind of makes sense to do that. So I apologize if I've upset anybody, but of course, saving over the save file was not ideal at all. So these are just a few clips to show you what happened as I simmed back through the season to get us back to the stage which we're at now. So we signed Voss, he was a scout future star. You can see there, Jay Green as well came into the side for the youth academy. There is Dominic Evans. I don't know why I keep calling him George Evans. It's Dominic Evans, who we ended up signing through the youth academy there as well. And he ends up signing, unfortunately, Jay Shaw, who was in the youth academy, doesn't make it. I end up releasing him later on down the line. After I did that, I started to give them some training sessions. We got some growth out of them. And as you can see, we are at the back end of this first season now after I simmed back to get to where we were. Green was growing nicely to a 66. We had Voss in there as well at 62. Evans was up at 63. We went on to actually win the league with Crew in this sim season because of the fact that I had this team that I put in there just to get me back, which is different because, of course, if you remember, we only finished second in the season where I ended up playing it. So I could have simmed it and we might have gone on to win the entire thing. But, you know, it is what it is. It has no relevance whatsoever because, in my eyes, we finished second still after I played the entire season. Hopefully, you guys understand why I did this. I didn't want to just drop the series after I made the mistake of, you know, saving over the save file. And hopefully, you guys can understand why I did what I did here in simming back to get back to where we are. So hopefully this all makes sense. You can see the players coming through. Reese Hill, of course, is a new signing as well. He came at the back end of the year. Those two in there, Marcus Hall and Jay Shaw, do not sign for the club, I don't think. So you don't have to worry about those two guys. So that is that, guys. We're back to stage where we should be. Cheltenham was the last game. I decided to show it here, and we ended up simming it. That is the team, of course, that we have moving into the Season 2, which we would have got if we hadn't have saved through the save file like an absolute idiot. And you can see we did finish in first. So it is what it is. But now, guys, we'll get back into the live com as if nothing had happened between the save file and the season. I'll see you all back in a moment for the live com. Okay, so now that that's done, you will be able to see how we picked up these certain players. So let's go through the squad then. As you can see, as I said, I tried to get it as close as I could to the team that we had before I saved it, which happens, guys, unfortunately. Oh, by the way, excuse the hair. I'm off to get it cut in a little bit, so it's not the greatest this morning. But as you can see, the substitutes, the players we've got down here, I tried to get it as close as I possibly could, of course. We sold Porter. He is transfer listed. Any players that we don't have in or didn't have in the last episode, I'm going to actually get rid of in due course and in due time. So, taking you through the squad then, we've got Rose up front. Of course, he was signed for us. Dickinson, one of the new additions that wasn't in last episode, which is Voss. It's this young man here. He's a scout future star from the Netherlands. And so he comes in. He's got a 4-star weak foot, can play on either wing, so that's pretty good there. We've got Adela Kuhn, of course. We've got Ryan Leonard. Dean Parrott, unfortunately, there is no centre midfielder at the club who I can replace him with, so he stays there. Then we've got the back four, as it would have looked last time, and unfortunately, no Alexander, but we have Green instead, another youth academy goalkeeper. Then we move into the bench, where we've got Endow, Bowery, Cooper, Rains. We got a cam in the form of Evans, actually, which is pretty good. He can basically, I guess, be the replacement for Turner in many ways, can't he? You can play at cam or centre forward. Only issue is he's only got a 2-star weak foot, which isn't great. Got Gregley on the bench. We've got Walker down here as well. And if you look further down, we've got this young man called Hill, another goalkeeper from the academy. So, today, I looked back at last episode and I saw that you people wanted us to bring in Gomez from Manchester United. So I went ahead and already agreed the fee for that, which we'll be signing in just a moment's time. But unfortunately, I couldn't actually get a centre midfield replacement in, you know, kind of, I guess, a Mitchell, if you could call it that. So that is the signing of Gomez. We just need to agree a contract for him. In terms of the free agents, guys, we have so many here to choose from. I've gone ahead and scouted these, so hopefully we get some scout reports back, be able to check them out before I want to sign them. But let's get into signing Angel Gomez from Manchester United, and he can become the first signing of this window. How much is he going to want in the wage? That's going to be the question mark. Let's have a look. So, Gomez, he's going to be on, I would say, important / crucial. Okay, he only wants important, which is fine with me. Now into the role, he's got 3 years maybe. Let's see. He wants a 1-year deal. Really? Can I give him 2? Okay, good. He wants a 2. Yep, I don't want to add a release clause. That's fine. What about the wage? How much is he on, do you think? Should we say £20,000 a week? Submit offer. Okay, so he wants 20.5 with a signing bonus. Let's counter that. Remove bonus and just submit it like that. Okay, he wants 23. You know what? We'll go ahead and accept it. I knew it was going to be expensive in the wage. So there we go. Gomez becomes the first signing of this window. As soon as I get some stuff back on these guys, we'll check out some of the free agents we can sign. In fact, I can actually sign these two right now. We've got an English guy here. In fact, I will wait just for the scout and we'll see what they get anyways. So we'll check out Gomez. He should be quite good at this stage now. Let's see. He's 67 rated, so there we go. He can pretty much go straight into the team ahead of Voss. And then we have Voss on the bench, Cooper on the bench, Lee, Rains, Bowery, and I'm actually going to put Evans in place of Cooper, like that. So, looking pretty good at the moment. Also, I did see a comment in the previous episode about the pre-season tour. The only reason I still accept the invites to it is because you do get cash even from simming it. Even if you get knocked out in you know, the group stage, you still get a little bit of money. So that's the only reason I don't decline the invites. I still take them, but I just don't play the games basically. So that is that. Harry Pickering on loan to Morecambe. I think, yeah, we'll just let him go, to be fair. He's not really going to get played too much for us here, so we will let that deal go through. In terms of the players that I'm scouting, is there any of the scout reports back? Let's have a look. Wait, that's not that one. Cancel that. That's a youth scout. I don't want that. I want the actual scouts. Let's take a look. So, okay, so 6 players here. How long are they taking? 15 days, 15 days, 15 days. Not too bad. What about these guys in England? How long have we got to wait for these? I don't actually know. Oh, okay, there they are. 15 days. Okay, so 15 days is what we've got to wait to get those back on those guys. Shouldn't be too long now, and then we'll make a signing of a couple of them. Remember, I did bump it up to 7 players instead of the 5 that we were originally working with. So, yeah, it's not too bad. So, let's skip through this free, I guess, pre-season tour, and then we'll get into probably the first game of the series. Well, not the greatest start in the world. We did actually just lose game 1 of the group stage here. We lost it 2-1. So we're going to go into game 2 and sim this one again. We'll see if that's going to be a difference here. It's the strongest side possible. I'm just going to skip straight through it. We ended up with 0-0 draw. There we go. So that puts us probably bottom of the group still. We'll see. But in terms of waiting around, we're still waiting on a couple of players to come through. We have Chiviari here. So if Venezia or Alexior win their game against each other and we beat Chivaria, we might be able to get through here, so we'll see how it's going to play out. I doubt it, but there's every chance that there is a possibility there. We are the home side. Let's see. Or rather, we're not the home side, but we are on the home side of the screen. We did sim it. We did win 2-1. So we are going to be winning our final game, but I don't think it's going to be enough to go through, because I think for the... No, it's not enough to go through, unfortunately, and that is the end of the preseason tour. But we still get a little bit of money, and that's the only reason I accepted that. Just realised that I wasn't even doing any training to any players. So that's a mistake by me. Let's put some in. Let's put Voss into some training. Let's give him dribble possession to upgrade his stamina a little bit so he can play more games. We've got Voss again. This time I'm going to put him on the crossing. Where is it? Passing. There it is. And advanced crossing, because his crossing's pretty weak for a winger. We'll then put in, I think, Conser. I think we'll put Conser in to advanced defending. We'll then put in probably the goalkeeper. Which one, though? We've got Green, we've got Hill. I think Green. I think we'll put Green in for now. And then when Green gets to like 60 or 76, sorry, or something like that, we'll put Hill in and start to train him up just in case either one end up wanting to leave. So use these guys for the trading, and then we'll move forward into some signings of these free agents, because we have got most of these scout reports that I wanted back. So we'll check that out right now. But there you go, some growth out of a few players. Let's check out these players then that we have in the scout reports. All right, so we've got fair few players here. I am going to get Lawson Skip in, sorry, at left back. He's a 61 rated left back, so he looks pretty decent, and he should be able to come in and do a job. He wants rotation at 19. You know what? We'll give him that, because he might be playing a few times for us. 3-year contract. I'm happy with that one as well. He's actually 62 overall, which isn't too bad. He wants £2,000 a week, signing bonus. I'm happy to give him that 100%. So there we go. Another signing made. The issue is I lost Moussa Kaori here. You can see the French attacking midfielder has gone to, I'm not quite sure who that is, but we can't sign him now because we've lost him, sadly. We lost out there. We've even got Kinsella. He's a striker from England, which I might sign. I'm going to go take a look at him in more detail in a moment, though. But someone I do need to sign, I think, will be this man, Brian Seymour of Chile, because he's 60 rated and he could be quite good for us. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to make... Wait. Okay, well, that's just screwed that up, hasn't it? Retract. So now I have to wait a bit longer for that one to work. I don't know why it did that. Maybe it's because I've got nothing in the wage budget. That could have been the reason why. Let's put some in the wage budget. Goodness sake, man. Okay, so Kinsella's back. He's not the slowest. He's got decent physical side. I think, you know what? I'm going to make the signing. I'm going to go and sign him because we could train him and he might be quite good in the future. So let's go ahead and sign the striker. He could be quite influential for England down the line if we need him to be. If not, it hasn't really cost us too much. We're only going to be paying like £2,000 to get him into the club. So I really don't mind on that aspect of it. So let's go for prospect as he would be. Accept that. We'll move into the signing of 4 years. I think that's a decent enough contract. He's happy with that. I'll take that. Indeed, no release clause. Happy with that again. And then we'll offer him £2,000 a week to join us here. I nearly put 100,000. That could have been bad. Submit offer of £2,000 a week. He wants 1,700 with a signing bonus, which works out actually in our favour. So there we go. Not too bad. There we are. A few signings made now. We've got a little bit more money to work with as well. And in terms of the players that have joined up here, we now have 62 rated Skip, who's not the slowest either. He's got decent there. He's actually 6 foot, can play at left back, 2-star, 2-star. In terms of his technicals, not fantastic, but for a squad rotation player, that is pretty good. All right, it's training time. Now, because of the fact that I've just signed a couple of players, I'm going to actually move Kinsella into here, and we're going to remove Voss of those two and give the 2 to Kinsella instead, just so he gets up a little bit more. We want stamina and ball control and stuff like that. So put him in for a couple of training. We'll see how much he grows in time ahead of the season to come. We've got Green growing pretty nicely as well. Once his positioning gets up to 70, we'll have all 70s in the stats for him, which will be incredible for a goalkeeper in League One, which, depending on if we can keep him or not, is going to be quite, I guess, interesting. Because if he keeps growing the way he is and doesn't have a good season, then we might be losing him. We'll see. But Jay Green, for now, is our starting goalkeeper. He's one of the most expensive players in the squad. Hang on a minute. Actually, I want to check that. Is he the most expensive player in the squad? Let's have a look. Squad Hub. We'll go to financial value. He is the most expensive player in the squad, Jay Green. 71 rated, 3.4 million. Ryan Leonard is second, Reece James third, Angel Gomez fourth, and as we go down, we got Concert, Voss, Adela Kuhn, at McDonald, and yeah. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players, all worth more than $1 million now, which is pretty good, I'd say. And there is the first growth out of Kinsella, as Green also moves up to a 72. Finishing, we still need a massive improvement from Kinsella for him to really come into the side, but not too bad there. Jay Green up to 72. Now we're £4.4 million. That's ridiculous. For a League One footballer, we could be looking at a ridiculous amount of money in for him if he does go for that. Interesting. Leeds want to take Frank Voss on loan for a year, which I don't want to let him go because he's going to be quite important to us, but I'm interested as to why a championship team want to take a League One player on loan who, at the moment as it stands, isn't even starting games for us. But, I mean, I'm interested in that. Eddie Nolan, it's a transfer from Morecambe. I'm going to let him leave. I've decided it's getting out of the Irishman of the club, which means, of course, now we open up one more spot available. It's not like we need the spots because we still have 6 available, I think, after that, if he does go, in order to sign non-English players. But yeah, we'll let him leave. Again, Kinsella up, Green up to 73. What? This guy's growing crazily. He's now worth how much? Let's have a look. 5.5 million. We are in for a payday. So I'm going to use up one of the non-English players here on this man, Attila Ballo, because he's a centre midfielder and he doesn't look too bad at all. So I'm going to actually make the offer for him. It's a 3-year contract. He wants sporadic player. I'm not too worried about that. Recommended wage, they want us to give him 2,300. I'm going to give him 2K, see what he says to that for now, and then hopefully he'll sign. He's only 61 rated at this stage, so he has a little bit of growth to come out of him. Otherwise, he won't be getting played. He wants 1,700 with the signing bonus, which again, I'll meet and accept. So it's another player signed. I am intrigued at maybe signing in this young man here, Jose Campos. In fact, let's do it. He's 64 rated. He's not English, but for now, he'll be a good rotation player, and it's not like I'm using up, you know, the non-English players right now. And if I need to, I can get rid of him, you know. He can play for us for a bit, be a rotation player, and then if we need to get rid of him, we can do. So I'm going to offer him £4,000 a week, as that recommended wage was 4,400. He wants 3.3k signing bonus and appearance bonus. I'm going to counter that. We're going to get rid of the bonus and submit offer and see if he accepts that. He wants 3.4. Fair enough. I'll take that. All right, looking at Ballo then, you can see these are his stats. In terms of the physical side of the game, he's got decent acceleration, agility, and balance. Stamina a little bit low, so he can train that as always. In terms of his technicals, he's not fantastic, but for rotation, he'll do. He's got 4-star skill moves as well, but only a 2-star weak foot. I'm sick of seeing these 2-star weak foots. Then we've got Bolivian Campos. Again, in terms of physical for a defender, it's pretty good. 76 strength in there as well. His marking and stuff is okay on top of that. His stand tackling is a little bit weak, so we have to train that. He's got high as well, which doesn't always make the greatest defenders, but we'll see. Landed up to 71. Our team's looking pretty stacked. I'm happy to get into game 1 and hopefully pick up a victory. Alright, so it's a little bit different from last episode where we did actually win game 1. We actually played very well in game 1 as well and ended up with the victory. So because this is on a different account, I need to make sure my settings are okay. I think I was playing on normal game speed. It could have been fast though, so that might be a little bit different. In terms of, I want indicator, I want player name, I want audio, I think everything's okay in there as well. User gameplay, I think everything should be on 50. I haven't even played on this account this year, so in which case it shouldn't be changed. That is decent. So let's get in to game 1 of League One Life. We did play it last episode, of course, but we had that issue where I saved over the save file like an idiot, because that's what I am. Let's get into this game, though. That's the team. Endao starting up front. He had a great performance in the last one. Looking for the same. Gomez, he's a new signing at the club. He's one of the higher rated players now. Let's do this thing. Come on, boys. 3 points is what we need. All right. This is going to be absolutely hilarious if we end up going on to lose this first game here. How do I turn off the... Okay, that's how you do it. I was going to say, how do I turn off the thingy-mabob? But I've done it anyway, guys. One of you asked me to put on the player names above their head so you will know who they are and who's on the ball at which time. So I've done that. There it is for you, as we are going to get into this game and hopefully pick up 3 points. And don't let me down, boys. Do you know what's interesting? I haven't actually played a single game on this career mode save file on this account yet, of course, because I had to sim the first season. So this is actually the first game on this account with this squad, so we'll see. We, of course, won the first game last episode, but there's no chance or there's no guarantee we're going to do it again. Good block from Conser as this game gets underway with a Bristol Rovers corner kick in a dangerous area. Don't concede now, boys. Come on, clear this away, Matt Leonard. Thank you very much. And now Endao, we've got the pace, gets away from it. Oh, it's actually Gomez. What is Gomez doing there? Endao's making a great run. Come on. Where is the pace? Where is the pace, Endao? Gomez is breaking away, though, as he now will take this inside. Good play from Angel Gomez. Angel Gomez still on the ball. What a run from him. Gomez for 1-0. Oh, my goodness me. We're 10 minutes in. It is the new signing from Manchester United, Angel Gomez. 60% of you people last episode said you wanted to sign the little man from Manchester, and it was a good job you did. Talking about the result of that poll, 60% said Angel Gomez, 13% said Foden and Sancho, and a measly like 2 or whatever it was percent said Nelson. So because of that, the poll, it was Gomez who won, so we went ahead and signed him. I might be able to sign another one, though, so what I might do is I might give you another poll maybe next episode or the end of this one, I don't quite know, as to who of the other 3 you want us to sign, because you might have voted for Gomez, and if he's not part of it, you might want us to sign, you know, Nelson instead of one of the other 2. So I'm going to make another poll at some stage if I have enough money to be able to sign one of the other guys, and then we'll check it out and make another signing probably in the near future. But for now, Gomez is his first career Alexandra goal, and it is a great way to start off a new career. Good pass from Reece James. Sets Endao through here. Into the box he goes. Here is Endao. Endao to Gomez maybe. No, can't find the cut back. And inside 17 minutes, we are in complete control. Here is Gomez again, looking for the pass backwards to Konsa, but sadly it's cut out there. But Konsa will pick up the ball, actually. Drifts inside. Got nobody just at the moment for support. Ref, that's off the ball, ref. Are you kidding me? That's at least the yellow card then. He didn't even get anywhere near the ball. I didn't even have the ball for starters. So, you know, that's ridiculous. Endao through on goal. Endao for 2. Good save, Smith. You better book him. Thank you very much. The referee does book him. Endao, great turn. And still Endao. Now to Gomez. Gomez for 2. It's straight at the goalkeeper. That was a chance for 2-0. Again, we've been totally dominant here. It really should have been 2-0 to Crew there. But it is just Angel Gomez's first half goal which separates the 2 sides as we go into the break. It's been a good performance, to be fair, from the lads here. I'm going to actually make a change. We're going to bring on Rose, get a little bit of, I guess, something else in there. He's kind of... I haven't tried him yet, so I want to try him out. Endao, he's had a decent first half. He couldn't really get through and create many chances. If I need to, I'm going to bring on George Evans in place of Gomez if I see him kind of struggling for fitness. But for now, that's the only change I'm going to make. I might also bring on Voss and bring off Hakib or Dickinson, whichever one is also struggling for fitness. So for now, just one change. It's Rose coming in to the side. Of course, we signed in from Mansfield Town on a free. And hopefully he can... what am I doing there? That was poor. Hopefully he can have a good second half. Maybe grab us a second, please, mate. And we'll hopefully get into the lead for 2-0. Dickinson to Leonard. Leonard for 2. Leonard, it's 2-0. It is Crew Alexandra heading for the 3 points. The driven shot is so broken. And there is the achievement as well. This is what I'm saying. I haven't even played on this account. So a lot of these achievements are going to start to pop up when we play this series. There we go. Ryan Leonard with the second of the afternoon. A lot of luck involved, though. Dickinson's pass originally didn't actually go through to him, but he found it on the second attempt. And across the keeper we go. And across the keeper, it's in the back of the net from Ryan Leonard. It's 2-0. It is Gomez and Leonard. 2 midfielders, actually, with the goals here. Not a striker. And we are heading for 3 points if we can hold on. Gomez, Rose, lovely play. Rose back towards Gomez, who slides in to win it and can't do it. I am going to make that change. Gomez is actually down injured, so I am going to make that change actually now. Hopefully that's not long term. We'll bring on Voss as well and bring off Hakib because he's just not having a great second half, to be honest. And Gomez is actually down injured. That could be really bad for us. Don't be a long-term injury, please. It's not looking good. It's really not looking good. I don't actually know how bad is this. We'll see. I mean, 2 changes made. I don't think he went off on a stretcher, so in which case it's not as bad as it possibly could have been, but it's still not great news if he is out injured. Evans into Voss. Voss, quite a big unit is Voss, to be honest, and I couldn't really get across away, but we have come away with it. It's Dean Parrott now in the middle. Chance to shoot. Chance for 3. 3-0 it is. What a strike from Dean Parrott. Oh my goodness me. That is one way to introduce yourself to the fans. Sensational strike from Parrott. It's Bristol Rovers 0. Crew Alexandra 3. And it's game over. 3 points in the bag as well. What a strike this is. The pick of the bunch today from Dean Parrott. Straight on the edge of the area. Chance to shoot. Take nothing away from that. That is a very, very good shot indeed. We're taking the points away. It is going to be a victory in the first game for Crew, just like it was last episode. But, yeah, you know what happened with that, because I'm an idiot. So, anyways, it's as if nothing ever happened. But, in fact, we lost Turner. So, there is that disappointing factor. Regardless, I don't want to dwell on it. And, decent performance. Riley. Leonard. Leonard to Dickinson. Dickinson needs Reece James to make that run. Just look, guys. Look at Reece James. Why did it take so long for him to make that run? This is what I'm saying. It annoys me so much. Evans, Rose, lovely play. Rose for 4. It's really that simple. I'm speechless because I was stood there complaining about the fact that Reece James just was stood still, not making the run. And then somehow we just create an opportunity to score a 4th. Fair play. Rose, 4-0. Crew, 3 points. And that is the end of the game. It's a 4-0 victory. A decent performance. Nice to see some of the new boys getting in on the act as well, especially Gomez. We're now going to check out and see what that injury to Gomez looks like, because if it's a long-term injury, that could be so annoying. Imagine the scenes if we just signed him and he's out for like 4 months or something like that. I'll be gutted. Absolutely gutted. So, we'll check that out now. Please don't be a long-term injury. Player injured. It's... I give up. I just give up. Oh, man. Oh, 7 months. What? I said 4, and that was bad enough. And now he's out for 7. So, I am going to make that poll, guys. I am going to make that poll. Have I got enough money is the question to sign them. Can I get in another one of them? I don't think I can. I don't think I can do it. The transfer budget, I don't have enough money in order to bring in another one of the guys from the Premier League. This is interesting. Okay. Today's poll that I want you guys to vote on the top right-hand side of the screen is going to feature this. With Gomez out for 7 months with that injury, do we give the position to George Evans and just allow him to try and take it over and see if he can do it and if he's good enough to do it long-term? Of course, he's one of our youth academy players, so it might be helpful to us to do that. Or do I go out and try and sign a new centre attacking midfielder? Or do I do like one of the players we've already got, like Evans or Voss, for example? So that's today's poll. I want you guys to vote because I need your help on that. In terms of the money, we've only got about 1.3 million plus £20,000 a week left in the budget. So if I do try and make a signing, it's got to be a realistic one, not like any stupid players. So that's today's poll. Please cast your vote in the top right. I need your help with that. Do we go out and sign a new cam, or do we give the position to George Evans and see if he's good enough to do it long term until we get Gomez back? Because that 7-month injury is going to be really, really bad for us here. Let me know down in the comments below, guys, but that is how we're going to end today's episode off. If you did enjoy it, a like rating would be greatly appreciated. As I said earlier, apologies for the mistake I made by saving over the save file, and hopefully you guys understand that. It took me a while as well to get it back to where we were today, so hopefully you guys understand. Mistakes happen, and there's nothing I could do about it after I saved over it, so yeah, I apologize. But that's it for today. I'll see you all again at 4 PM UK time for yet another video tomorrow, guys. Catch you all then. Adios.